Hey Capricorn, welcome in. Welcome to your Aries new moon solar eclipse reading. We're going to be tuning into some soul growth messages today and just grab a lot of oracle cards. Mainly, we're going to get a few tarot cards to help unpack what these oracle messages might be. But I wanted to really tune into a little bit of a deeper look when we're in these eclipse portals and eclipse cycles. These energies are big and they carry us forward for the next 6 months. And they typically really resonate at a soul growth level. And we can have these significant shifts come along in our life. So this is a general collective reading. If you are new to my channel, hello, I am Lauren the Mystic. I'm so happy that you are here with me. And if you found this video, it's not by coincidence. There is a message here for you today, so stick around. I am reading for sun, moon, and rising placements, so be sure to listen in to all of your signs. And if you're not sure what those are, I will drop a link for a free resource below. I'm not affiliated, but it's a good place to go get your birth chart, your natal chart, if you don't already have a copy. So, Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising. And I have just cleansed and meditated over the cards. We're going to continue to call in our spirit team, all angels, ancestors supporting us in this lifetime, all of our spirit guides. Please be here for our Capricorn crew, protecting us as we go through these messages in this reading. So first card out, deeply spiritual card coming to the forefront already, Capricorn. So we've got the inner shaman wanting to show up and speak to us, really about ancient healing wisdom that is coming out and through you and your own inner knowing. This is about going on that inner quest, tuning into yourself. And you could be using music to do that. We've got music and harmony, so maybe you're listening to some beautiful meditative music as you tune in to self, to a new aspect of self. We've also got Mother Earth, Gaia, nurturing energy, spending time in nature, spending time really healing your vibratory frequency. We've also got lake, which is the energy of stillness, of reflection, and it's a reflection of serenity. See, with this card, we've got this beautiful, serene landscape, and this is about your own inner harmony, your own beautiful serenity that you can find when you turn within, Capricorn. All right, so here we go. A personal issue reaches resolution. This is full moon in Cancer energy. So that'll be in your season. So by about the time we get to Capricorn season, some personal issue is going to be reaching a resolution. We've also got you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. So really heavily picking up the Cancer Capricorn axis here so far. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon energy. Step out of your comfort zone. Your north node, right? So the north node is in Aries. This is at a cardinal square to your sign, especially if you're a rising sign. That eclipse energy is a cardinal square. So it might be pushing you to step out of your comfort zone, to make some changes, to do something new. And it's north node related, so it's going to be pushing you toward something calling you on your soul's path. And then we have hold your vision, fixed moon energy. Let's get a few soul growth messages, please, for our Capricorn collective spirit. Show us what's, oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to take this. Show us what's unfolding for our Capricorns, please. What do they need to know or see? I'm going to stop there. All right, we've got first out is cracked open. So this is an energy about surrendering to the alchemy of life, of something being difficult, of basically cracking you open in some way, emotionally speaking, typically. Something very deep that causes that shift, right? And this is about surrendering to the alchemy, knowing that it's divinely orchestrated, it's part of the divine plan, even when you might not be able to see it in this moment. And it's something that's going to require this inner journey, this self-love, this nurturing energy. It's something that you will maybe need to call upon music, call upon the allies of what creates harmony, what creates this beautiful serenity in your life as you move through this period of time. You've got the love. This is about shifting your boundaries. This is about recognizing any codependencies, any imbalances, and creating boundaries that will support you moving forward. We have fall into my arms, surrender. This is about holding the opposites, the polarity of life, the highest of highs and sometimes the lowest of lows. Feeling those extremes and allowing yourself to surrender to the process, surrender to spirit, but also to be held by spirit, knowing that you're being guided, you're being held by the love of your ancestors. I just heard, Capricorn. Ooh, then we've got lifting the veil. So this is you really beginning to question everything, right? This probably is about your boundaries as well. Maybe things haven't been as they've seemed, and you're starting to recognize that there were things maybe in your life not supporting you properly, right? And perhaps that's what is cracking you open. And so this card is about beginning to question anything that feels unaligned, anything that's not in harmony, right? Not creating that serenity in your life. Anything unaligned must go. Then we have your life is a canvas. You are the artist, Capricorn. This is manifestation energy. And this is about, as you shift your boundaries, you begin to rewrite the story. You're the manifester. You have that creative accountability, that ability for you to create a new storyline, a new narrative, one that does support you and brings you into harmony, into that peace. And then we have Seas of Mintanka, which is a card about not only you going on that inward journey and receiving wisdom, gaining some inner knowledge, and allowing that light of awareness to basically come to the forefront. This is you bringing shadowy aspects of yourself, unconscious aspects of self to light. But this is also when you are able to sometimes see the potential in a situation, and you give people the benefit of the doubt based on the potential that you see, and they don't quite live up to your expectations. Excuse my sip. Perhaps they cross a boundary, or perhaps they do something hurtful, or they're not actually living up to the potential that you saw. So allowing the unconscious aspects, whether they are the shadowy aspects within yourself or within another person's behavior or a situation. Maybe you're seeing the truth of a situation, right? And it's causing you to question things because the light of awareness is coming to the forefront. So it sounds like you're really going to be dealing with, either you are or you will be soon, some very polarizing type of energy that is going to potentially crack you open or bring you to your knees a bit. Okay, we've got share your voice coming out of the cage. So if there's been, any feeling of unfairness, this is about you sharing that experience, expressing yourself, coming out of a feeling of being persecuted in any way or being treated unfairly. And then again, we have another card, an ally card, reminding me of this music. This is Dance with Life. This is a card saying, if you are experiencing some of these darker energies, some of these difficult changes, to do something basically that sparks joy, to not only go with the flow and dance with life, but do something like that to change your energy on purpose. Again, a lot to do with music and harmony. Let's get 3 cards for Capricorn, please, to unpack these messages, Spirit. 3 cards about this Aries solar eclipse. Show us what's going on for Capricorn. 3 cards, please. 3 cards for Capricorn. What do they need to know right now, Spirit? Show us clearly. Two more cards, please. One more card, please. One more card. Oh, okay. Well, we got 2 more cards. So this might be you, Capricorn. It might be someone else in your energy. We've got the King of Swords here, who can be kind of this detached king. This is a king who knows he has everything that he needs to manifest what he wants. This is a king that is very in touch with spirit, with nature, with allies, and communicates with allies. This is someone who is, like you, able to climb to the top of the mountain and see things from a different perspective. And also with that inner shaman of going within, this King of Swords receives messages from the allies, from his allies, that informs and then makes decisions based on that. Makes decisions based on his inner intuition, his inner knowing, after reflection, right? And taking time to commune with nature, there's information gained. So whether this is you or another person, I feel like there's something going on with your discernment, some messages potentially coming through this communion within, this meditation within, and it's helping you see something different so that you can speak your truth. Then we've got the end of a cycle. We've got the World card here. This is a fortunate new beginning, a new chapter. These are fortunate changes or shifts. And it looks like it has something to do with something you've had a very difficult decision about, something that you felt like you haven't had the full information, the full picture. It's been hard for you to see everything that you've needed to see. And so you're coming out of that energy, coming out of that feeling of confusion, that feeling of not knowing. That veil is being lifted for you as you go within. And so the confusion is going to clear. You're going to come out of that cave. You're bringing unconscious aspects to your awareness. And then there's something that you're going to be walking away from once you have the clarity that you need, once you go through this process. So what I'm hearing loud and clear in this message for you, Capricorn, is that you are in this very spiritual process right now. You are safe. Your loved ones are safe. It's time to step out of your comfort zone. But it's also time to really hold yourself in a sacred space. If you're navigating or moving through any extremes in life, any extremes in polarity, it's time for you to go within and find that harmony, whatever self-care, nurturing, and serenity you need to help you move through. Because Spirit is urging you to step out of any lower vibrations you might be experiencing right now, while knowing, yes, that's part of the process. You do need to feel your feels, but you're not meant to stay there and get stuck in them. You're not meant to suffer, my sweet Capricorns. And so it's time to come out of the suffering. It's time to express yourself, your boundaries, your needs. But it's also time to lean into the things that do make you feel really good. Music can help with that. Not only the solfeggio frequencies for meditation purposes and bringing in that harmony into your frequency, but also turning on your favorite tunes and just dancing it out. Just dance it out. Allow yourself to slip into those spaces where you can find some serenity within your soul, and then utilize that as you begin to really paint the new canvas, to rewrite the story and reflect on what your truth is, reflect on how far you've come, and now where you want to go. And I think you'll realize that as you spend time doing that, that confusion, the not knowing which way to travel, that will all vanish and disappear. So we've got some really potent energy that you're working with. This is definitely a deep period of soul growth. But I believe this healing process is going to be, you're going to be closing out some cycles this year. And it's going to take you through most of the year. But by the time we reach your season, Capricorn season, you're going to be in a much better space. So until then, believe in the impossible, Capricorn, and know how loved you are. You are held, you are loved, and you have the love within you. Okay? I wish you so much love. I hope that you found this supportive and helpful. If you don't mind, just head on down and tap that like button and that subscription button. I hope you will come back and see me soon. If you would like a personal reading, if you would like to look at your natal chart or how this particular transit is affecting you more closely, I am happy to support you, and it would be an honor to do so. Just email me at laurenthemystic@gmail.com. laurenthemystic@gmail.com. Until then, I will see you all next time, and take such good care. Bye-bye.